So our town put on a really cool survivalist class. So just basic, survivaling. They went over how to make a fire, what you can make fires out of. They went over food and how much food you should have per your family size. They went over water storage and just a bunch of other things. Generators, if you're off grid, if you're in a house. Just a really good community information. It was really good. It was really, really good. So we just got out of that. So I'll put a little bit of clip in there. I didn't want to be rude. These are still our mountain people. So, but it was really, really nice to see the community come together and actually really want to help. So, and Big Daddy joined the whatever community, but he's part of the committee where he goes and helps our community. So he got signed up for that. They looked at his muscles and his youth and they were like, yeah, we're going to go and sign you up. So he is part of that. So I'm very proud of him for that. So we are part of the community and they expect you to help each other, which, I mean, we need more of that in the world anyway. So just show genuine love and compassion. That's all. So it was really nice to go to that, and I'll let you see a little sneak peek.
Same thing, it burns well. It's kind of a happy medium between burning hot and fast. But, pine creates a lot of creosote, gets your chimney clogged up, and you have to clean pretty regularly to keep it from becoming a mess. Quantity of firewood, a general rule of thumb that I'm gonna call out is 5 cords. You need to have 4 to 5 cords put in before it starts snowing. I always try and do that. I've never been able to, but I've always run out of firewood, and I have to go out in the snow and figure something out, and that's one of the things that's most important about making it through the winter around here, and that's what I just said, figuring it out. There's going to be problems. There's going to be times when, you haven't ever encountered something like this before. Even if you've been out here for 20 years or whatever, I'm still willing to bet that, you catch yourself in a situation where you're like, I just got to figure it out. That we can't always rely on other people to come bail us out. We got to be able to just push forward and make do with what you got and figure it out, But the better you can be prepared for that, the less of those situations you're going to come up against.
So we have to go pick up the other lady in my husband's life, which is his truck. I allow that because, man, that truck it pulls, tugs, it's everything. It's basically our livelihood, especially if you live off-grid or homestead or anything like that. You know about it. And it's a diesel. So when it goes down, unfortunately it goes down. It's very expensive. And he hasn't had this truck for over a month. It's 6 weeks. So we had a little issue with the mechanic too. So he's pretty anxious. And so we're going to take you with us to town so you can see a little bit of Klamath Falls. Oh, and it takes about, from the top of the mountain where we are at, actually we're not on the top of the mountain. From where on the mountain we are at, it probably takes about 35 to 40 minutes. Depends on traffic and how fast people go and if you get stuck behind a tractor or anybody hauling horses or anything like that. So we will find out. But let's go to town. other lady, guys. The other lady. So we call her the Pale Rider. She's a baby diesel. She's still under 250,000 miles. So, baby diesel. We have severe winds today. It's like 35, 40 mile per hour winds, especially in the mountains. And our tarp just flew off our whole entire rig. So, I'm going to go try to help, but we're going to try to rope it back on. So we were checking on the dogs, and then when we had come back, it ripped clear off. We're supposed to get our ceiling done, the roof done, but we ran out of time, so we decided to tarp it. But the winds, 35, 45 mile per hour winds, are not on our side right now. So we have some yo-ho-ho sailor rope that we got with the rig. We use what's free. My hubby is actually pretty good with a ladder. So we're gonna have to tie one right there, another one right there, and then here I did that one. It's catching too much air, just like that. And with the winds being strong, I don't know. It ripped it bad. Clouds are moving so fast. It's definitely still pretty up here though. Being on the mountain, it is kind of cool because you do see the storms come in. But when they come in, they're here. Ah! There's our tarp again. So I think we fixed it temporarily fixing it, but I think we got it at least roped down. This wind is supposed to stop sometime tonight, so. And then we're supposed to have snow. So, yeah, we're trying to do what we can. Oh, yep, wind. And I hate the wind. It's bad. I think it's a little bit easier. When you go into town, the wind is so much stronger. It's really cold down there. So I think the being in the mountain, it does help a little bit, but it's still strong wind. I think we got it. With our free sailor rope. I think it's sailor rope. I don't know. We've been using the heck out of this sailor rope.